In other news, American and Chinese diplomats clashed Thursday in their first face-to-face talk since President Joe Biden took office, with the world's top two powers digging in on a laundry list of issues on which they diverge broadly as the meeting opened in Alaska. Watch this.
I have to tell you, in my short time as Secretary of State, I've spoken to, I think, nearly 100 counterparts from around the world. And I just made my first trip, as I noted, to Japan and South Korea. I have to tell you, what I'm hearing is very different from what you described. I'm hearing deep satisfaction that the United States is back, that we're re-engaged with our allies and partners. I'm also hearing deep concern about some of the actions your government is taking. And we'll also discuss our deep concerns with actions by China, including in Xinjiang, Hong Kong, Taiwan, cyber attacks on the United States, economic coercion toward our allies. Each of these actions threaten the rules-based order that maintains global stability. That's why they're not merely internal matters, and why we feel an obligation to raise these issues here today. I recall well when President Biden was vice president and we were visiting China, and this was in the wake of the financial crisis. There was much discussion then, including with then Vice President Xi Jinping. And Vice President Biden at the time said, it's never a good bet to bet against America. And that remains true today.
We do not seek conflict, but we welcome stiff competition, and we will always stand up for our principles, for our people, and for our friends.
回来和大韩民国，我相信我们的盟友对于今天、明天，因为这个我们要问的这些议题呢，不单对中国、美国而言是。
Beijing was equally sharp in its response. Foreign Minister Wang Yi called on him to abandon the Cold War mentality, saying Beijing wanted no confrontation, no conflict. China is firmly opposed to U.S. interference in China's internal affairs, Yang warned, and added, we will take firm actions in response. Wang denounced the latest U.S. sanctions against senior Chinese officials over what Washington considers Beijing's quashing of Hong Kong's freedoms, announced on the eve of the talks. Visibly stung by the American accusations, he reproached the United States at length, demanding Washington to stop advancing its own democracy in the rest of the world.